How on earth did I get into this mess? This is a crazy show. I'm somehow stuck on an island in the middle of nowhere in an insane dating show from hell? What Kat said, I'm dead meat if I can't finish this show with a fiance, or if the ratings aren't high enough. None of the girls on the show know the truth, and if they find out, they kill all of us. Why couldn't I wake up with no memories in a regular hospital like a regular drama protagonist? At least the girls seemed nice. You know, Allie's quite something. You know, something tells me she's gonna be hard to keep up with, and that's not just from losing a race to her in the field that I did. Scarlett's interesting. I still got no idea if she was trying to read the magazine or the book hiding it, or if she was reading at all. I don't know. Hera marches to the beat of her own drum. I like that. Really, that's what I, okay. Violet's cool, but intimidating as hell. I'm pretty sure she was about to cook one of the brothers for dinner. Then there's Yui. She seems like a really sweet girl, but something about her is so familiar.
I feel like we had literally nothing to say about Tara.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Because
that's like
it's just the truth.
it's like they dice about everyone. I like that she does her own thing, kind of. She said she knew me from before. I'll have to ask her about what I was like before as soon as I can. But for now, the show must go on.
And that's why Carl is a perfect soulmate for each of you.
I'm sorry, you just drew a bunch of numbers and symbols that don't mean anything.
It's like the bullshit math they show on screen in a movie. Well, you're late to the party, Carl. Now that we're all together, it's time to explain the rules of this show.
Yeah, apparently I got the rules wrong and something happened then.
Carl, one of the 5 lovely women here is your soulmate.
Maybe I just didn't choose a soulmate. Could have been.
You'll get to know 3 of the girls over the next 9 dates over 3 days, over 3 dates with each of them.
9 days, 3 dates. That's a little bit longer. You're giving me a little bit more time now. 9 days?
Then, on the 10th day, you'll have to ask one of them to marry you.
7 days was, yeah, I agree. 10 days, 7 days was not enough. So 10 days to save my life? Okay, I think, okay.
So, without further ado, who do you want to spend time with?
Wait, I have to choose already? I haven't even had the chance to really talk with any of them yet. Like, actually.
Don't think of it that way. Think of it as who do you want to talk to the most right now?
Damien, can you get him on the phone? All right. I guess I'd like to spend today's alone time with.
Hold on just a second. I forgot to tell you something pretty important.
She pulled me aside.
This should be far enough. So, the girls think you'll be asking any of the 5 of them for a date. But really, I only want you to be asking 3 of them. Basically everybody but Yui and Tara.
I was thinking the same thing. Or, I mean, why is that?
Let's just say we think we'll be getting higher ratings that way.
What, so these ratings are not actually like TV ratings? They're like some kind of experiment ratings?
And you know how important it is to get high ratings, right?
I don't really have a choice, do I?
Nope. Glad we're on the same page, Carl. So, without further ado.
You walk back to the girls. Let's go Violet. I heard something about someone could give me money? Violet, I feel like I like your personality a lot, so...
Alright, we'll make it happen.
Don't sigh.
That was the wrong choice.
I had just gone outside the mansion to find Violet when a white limousine drove up and stopped in front of me. Oh, no way. Wait, I know who this is. This is, oh wait, it says on his hat. Never mind. Oh, it says in the text dialogue as well.
There's no way to not know.
One stepped out from the driver's seat and walked towards me. Carl, good day. Please do enter. What's with the, you sound formal. What's with the formal talk? Oh, please, just get in the car, Carl. You already heard what she did to my bro. I thought she did something to you, honestly. He opened the passenger door and ushered me inside. We sat in silence as one drove me to what looked like some sort of fancy restaurant, then escorted me inside.
Bonjour, suitor. I trust my new butler brought you here safely.
Yeah, he did. What's going on, Violet?
I thought I'd give you a chance to have some alone time with the star of the show, is all.
Oh, you mean
I'm
what?
told this is what people do when they're courting.
Have you never been on a date before?
Of course I have. And I've read all the manuals on the subject.
Okay, good.
I'll have you know, I've studied every book of the lusty new Asian Maid series, and know them all by heart.
No.
Impressed, I'm sure.
Sure that's
I am impressed. I didn't, I thought nobody liked books. You like books. You know what, Violet? You like reading, so I'm impressed. I'm impressed, Violet. That's a good series. I read that a couple times.
Oh, it was nothing.
Pardon my interruption. I brought your food. Please be seated, honored guests. Violet and I sat at the table in the center of the palace as one placed each dish onto the table one by one.
You better not be cooking.
No, she's just delivering. He's just delivering. He seemed to linger over the meatballs as he brought them over. I forgot there was a joke about meatballs.
Please, don't hold yourself back.
Does everyone wear watches? She's wearing a watch. I think Kat had a watch. Who else had a watch? Does anyone else have a watch? Or maybe it's just because she's rich. Don't think I will. This food looks incredible. Probably worth more than my life. Honestly, like.
Wait, what time is it? Based
Oh, that's
on the watch.
true. He can't.
trying to-
Okay, so
Would that be
was
like 6:15?
Wow.
Yeah, okay.
all right, if you both say it at the same time, I think it's rude.
I'm ecstatic you like the assortment. I planned it myself.
You're a chef?
You could say that.
What do you mean?
Anyway, tell me more about yourself,
Like
Carl.
everyone's ignoring my questions nowadays.
Literally me.
There's not too much to say, Amnesia's a hell of a drug, right? So.
You do not remember your
Oh
past.
my goodness, I have to go over this with everybody. Yeah, bummer, right? Sucks. Terrible.
Then rest assured, I'll find the finest scientists in all the land to help you recover your memory when this is over.
See, that's too late. That's actually too late. Yeah, that would be great. Thanks, Violet.
Think nothing of it. It's the duty of those with more to give back, no?
Wow.
I think Damien's a scientist.
Oh, have you ever thought, perchance, that this is actually a blessing in disguise?
What do you mean?
Many of us would be happier not knowing what drags us down.
That may be true, but still, I need to know.
You sound just like the reference examples in the romance manuals. Consider me impressed.
I know, I read them too. Those manuals are just regular old fiction novels, right?
You're quite funny, Carl. An admirable trait to have. I like that.
Anyway, you haven't told me about yourself, Violet. Who are you? What do you do for fun? I'd like to know.
Being the scion on the Valentines does not leave much time for fun, I'm afraid.
Oh, Violet Valentines.
Even on the show, I spend most of my waking hours managing the Valentine's restaurant businesses. But I suppose if I have a spell of time, I enjoy baking.
I don't get it. Why are you, I can tell, why are you embarrassed by liking baking? Everyone has a hobby.
Baking is something of a servant hobby, according to my parents. When they found out I was enjoying that, well, they made sure to stop me from ever doing it again, with all the restaurant work. It's a bit ironic, isn't it?
You know what?
I do know of what, but what do you mean?
I don't know. I was just saying that. I mean, who cares what your parents think? Here on this island, a million miles out,
Like
they
a
can't
million
stop
Hey,
you.
okay,
miles.
words, please. Where even are we? Like,
How about we
give,
find
like, a
some
couple
time
minutes.
together to bake up for lost time? You laugh like a child.
that would be wonderful, Carl.
Wait, that one landed. That was crazy.
I'll make some time on my calendar for you.
I feel like my pigeon one that I was gonna use on Terra. I feel like that one would have worked too. Dang it.
You got that W Riz. I was gonna say, like, if they like you, then they really will just laugh at whatever you say. But then sometimes you feel guilty about it. You're like, that was really not funny, but they laughed anyways.
I mean, she's the rich one. You know what I mean? Like, we spent the next few hours enjoying I should be laughing at everything she says. We spent the next few
true.
hours enjoying the finest meal that money could buy. Each course was better than the last. It's like a chapter of a lusty new Asian maid, according to
that's
Violet.
A book? That's not like a webtoon or something? Like, what are you reading?
Yeah, is this really like a novel? Like, what do you?
No, it doesn't exist.
No way.
Damn,
Okay, there's a space in the
why?
market then.
Yeah, we gotta make it ourselves.
Imagine it says Lusty New Asian Maid by D.B. Cooper. Dude,
It's
that's a must read.
redirecting to some interesting sites.
You mind sending links?
Yeah,
mean,
they're really
look it up
interesting. I
yourself.
always appreciate an interesting read.
Yeah, just like Violet here.
Yeah.
Apparently, I didn't know she had such tastes. Something tells me that the same applies to every moment I'll share together with Violet.
Every moment will be like the best.
Every moment. So far, Violet's winning, I think. Would be coming at this hour. I shuffled over in a haze.
Hey there, Carl. Sorry to bother you this late.
It's alright. What's up, Cat?
Don't mind me. I'm just gonna make myself real comfortable.
Cat walked by me and comfortably sat herself on my bed. Actually, this is the first CG, actually.
I really gotta get one of these beds for myself already.
I closed the door, then sat facing her on the opposite side of the bed. Oh, what brings you here tonight? Can't stop thinking about me?
You wish. Unfortunately, it's my job to help you survive until the end of the show.
Yeah, apparently you're not super great at that. Oh, never mind.
And that means checking in with you every night to see how you're doing, and making sure you're doing your best on ratings.
It's nice of you. Thanks, Cap.
Well, to be honest, I don't have a choice. Finding a new person to take your place would be a recruiting nightmare. Back to what I'm here for. Your date today with Violet was a ratings knockout. You and Violet started out a little frosty, but by the end, I think we saw you two warm up to each other a bit.
Thank you?
That said, we need something more than that. We're going to keep making the world believe she's your first soulmate candidate. Let's heat something up with some more competition, pizzazz, romance. Tomorrow, I want you to find out who your second soulmate candidate is, and ask them out on a date instead.
Nah, I'd rather go on a second date with Violet. Nah, it's not about the money, you know, she just, you know, her personality's great and with Violet. Yeah, you know, I get that it would be worse for ratings, but I'd rather spend more time with Violet tomorrow. I feel like there's something just under the surface that I'm reaching and, you know, I want to know what that is with her. I want to know, like.
It's weird of you to say that, really, and in a perfect world, you'd be able to do just that. But if you do that, the show's ratings won't be high enough. And if ratings aren't high enough, they'll axe the show and your life with it, even if it's not the last day yet.
In some messed up way, that almost makes sense.
You're quick on the uptick. I'd almost think if it wasn't your first time on a life or death killing dating show. Well, that's pretty much what I need to tell you. I'll see you tomorrow. Night, Carl.
Oh, dang, she's fast.
He was gone before he had a chance to finish.
He's mad at you.
Did close the door. Yeah, maybe she's like, maybe she knows I'm gonna fail. She's like, oh, he said no. He said no at first. He wants to go on a second date. He's gonna fail. Okay, I guess it's time to call it a night.
Hey.
I can hear her call out to me within a dream. It's you.
I love you, Carl. I always will.
And I'll always love you too. My mouth moves on its own.
You start yapping.
Didn't mean to say that. Just always that. Yeah. Oops.
Even if there's so many other women on this show?
Like, it's definitely Cat. Like there's no. It can never be you. I held her tight and kissed her.
You promise?
I promise. Promises can't be broken.
Promises are unbreakable. Like what you literally just said. I mean, that's what you told me a second ago.
Yeah, I did say that. I meant every word I said.
You better have.
Your face is becoming clear to me with every day that goes by. I know you're here with me, but which one are you? I feel like Yui's a red herring because I actually think it's Cat.
Then you set the meat at around 300 degrees for 40 minutes.
Okay, got it.
Tara fiercely scribbled down the notes.
Wait a minute. Couldn't I just cook it for like 600 degrees for 20 minutes?
Hold
Logic,
she's
baby.
in effect right now.
Or 1,200 degrees for 10 minutes. I mean, hey.
That's not quite how this works, I'm afraid.
12,000 degrees for 1 minute.
But the math checks out.
What's going on?
Oh, good morning, Carl. How do you do? I'm teaching Tara the proper way to prepare a pot roast.
In an oven? Is that usually how you cook pot roast?
I have no clue.
Wait, what is a
she's a
pot
chef.
roast?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know either. What is a pot
I
roast?
have no clue. I'm just gonna take your word for it.
I thought it was a soup at first, but I'm like, wait a minute, what if it's like a meatloaf or something?
I think it is. That's what it sounds like. Putting the meat in the oven, like.
So far, I'd say it's going pretty well.
Tara will be the one to prepare lunch today instead of me.
I turned one of the dials on the stove as far as it would go to the right. Isn't that just on the stove?
I was gonna say, isn't that the lowest setting actually? But
Also, that's. I thought she was cooking in the oven. I thought they're trying to. She just turns on the stove.
yeah, that's interesting. And the student has surpassed the master.
If it's a gas stove, then she didn't even light it yet.
Yeah, that's true. You have
On
to hold it
second
for a
thought,
bit.
Perhaps I'll prepare an alternative course. One moment, please.
No. This is looking good. Let her cook.
Oh, ye of little faith. What is the configuration on the stove? Like, look at the dials. Isn't it weird how there's two on the left and then one in the middle, one on the
Yeah,
right?
I don't know what that would mean. What? Also, there's no. Like,
guess-
so, what do you do for the oven? Like, how do you?
Wait,
how do
yeah,
you
you're
start
right.
the
There's no temperature. There's no, like, backside of it. Where
Yeah,
you
this
can...
gonna tell you how to. Yo, what the heck?
My guess is that like the other two are larger.
Guys,
So,
I'm
like,
not gonna
on-
lie. Guys, if you don't like the oven, you're not gonna like the microwave oven. It's missing a few
Oh.
buttons. Time for the moment of truth. Lunch is served. Arrow is nervously clasping her hands tight.
Exclamation point. Exclamation point.
Exclamation point.
Exclamation point.
It's
delicious.
all
It's
delicious.
No, it's just it's
delicious. Sorry.
It's all.
It's all
Whoa,
delicious.
I did it. Oh my gosh.
No, she swapped it out. I know what Violet did. Arrow did a little dancing celebration and gave Violet a high five, a well-deserved high five.
Should I become a food vlogger? I'm a cooking savant. This talent shouldn't be wasted.
Psst. Hey, Violet.
What is it, Carl?
Is this what you cooked, or is this what Tara cooked? Violet smiled and winked at me.
I don't know what you were talking about.
She sipped on her soup
It
contentedly.
was soup, so I was right. But what was the oven about? Well,
Oh man. I couldn't help but smile back at her. Damn, this was the best meal I've ever had. Granted, my memory only goes back about 2 days, but still, it counts for something.
there you are, Carl. I've been looking for you. It's time to decide who's your second soulmate candidate.
Cat moved in closer to whisper.
Not like you really have a choice, though.
Yeah, you didn't have to whisper that in my ear. I get that.
So, without further ado, Carl, who's the unlucky girl?
Yeah, okay. Let's go Scarlet, I guess. Let's go Scarlet.
All right, we'll make it happen. Let's have Carl start in the mansion, and ooh, I know where to bring Scarlet. Give us a minute to set up the scene, then go find her.
It didn't take long to find Scarlet. She found me first. She had just burst through my door and was trying to catch her breath as she slammed it shut behind her.
Carl, thank God you're okay. Oh my God.
What's going on, Scarlet?
Long story short, I experimented with some of the local fauna on the island earlier. There's really nothing like it. It's really incredible. And I messed up my intro with you earlier, and
Whoa, slow down.
I made a new chemical compound that causes amnesia. It's amazing.
It's not new, I'll tell you that. Wow, that's not something you hear every day.
The cool thing is, applying with just the right amount to a person can make them forget specific things. Who they are, how to write, anything.
How do you know? Did you
The bad
test this?
thing is,
Something slammed into the door outside. I almost jumped from the surprise. Give me brains and bananas.
applying too much turns people to rabid monkey zombies, hell-bent on eating human brains. And bananas.
Dear God, not bananas. The door slammed again. It sounded like it was about to be knocked down. I could tell.
We need to get out of here. And fast.
Yeah, can I ask you, why'd you bring him here? That was horrible. Or busted through the door and blocked our only exit. Give me brains and bananas. I'll get him out of the way. It'll give you time to run.
I've got a better idea.
Okay, yo. Scarlet blasted forward with a white powder covering his face entirely. You have all the drugs. This is. He flailed wildly for a few seconds, then fell to the ground unconscious. Whoa, is he gonna be okay?
I guess we'll find out.
That's a good way to look at it.
For now, let's focus on getting out of here.
Yeah. We ran outside of the mansion as fast as we could. How did this even happen?
Ooh, I was afraid you'd ask that.
Really? Yeah.
I heard from Tara that you lost your memories, and I wanted to see if I could help you get them back.
That's pretty nice, actually.
So I may have experimented on the Brothers 5 to see if I could erase their memories and bring them back. I must have done the numbers wrong. I added way too much. I didn't realize their brains were so empty in the first place.
Really, the numbers are easy. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In a weird way, that's really sweet, Scarlet. Thanks. Crazy, but still, thanks. That's maybe more than anyone's done so far, actually.
I'll fix this, I swear. I just need time to make an antidote. Luckily, I've left my tools and supplies pretty near here. We can stay there till we've got an antidote.
Sounds like my catchphrase. Sounds like a plan. Lead the way. Wait, where are the other girls? You think they're still inside?
They're actually trapped inside the library right now.
Oh shit! We gotta go back and save them.
I don't know how to say this, but I accidentally turned them to zombies too.
No, even Violet.
But they're a little bit much, so I locked them in the library.
We're doomed, aren't we? Scarlet and I passed the time talking about the craziness that was going on and coming up with a plan to save everybody. She seemed to be quite frazzled, despite seeming so put together. I could tell she really did care about the infected. She cared enough to even infect them in the first place. Yeah, exactly. Not enough to prevent this from happening in the first place, but enough. Like, and I appreciate that. That's about how much I care about them too, so we're kind of on the same page here. I watched her build a machine that she insists can turn them back to normal, but looking at it, I can't help but be a little skeptical. You really think this will work?
You bet. I made it, after all.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're confident in the things you make. Looks like the coast is clear here. We walked to the outside of the library undetected, but we definitely weren't alone in here.
Alright, it's time to save our friends.
Brains.
They're coming right at us! Oh yeah,
Nothing
powder.
to worry about.
Powder, we're gonna powder up.
This is payback for you guys acing your introductions.
Sorry, what? I
Nothing.
really that's gonna cure. Oh my goodness, how much ammo? I think Toby Scarlet wasn't doing
Thank you. Oh my lord.
Oh my
Dang,
goodness.
bro, they got cured, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Not quite the first date you expected, huh?
I mean, you can say that again. It was definitely a first, though.
Kat told me to make a date exciting. I had to get your heart racing. I think I did a pretty good job at that.
Went running like Allie did. But I guess that's technically true, but, aren't there easier ways? Something tells me this woman is full of more surprises. I was about to enter my room when I felt a familiar tap on my shoulder.
Hey there, Carl. Got a minute? Let me just make sure Violet and Scarlet see me coming here. And some flames.
Sorry, what? I looked around, smiled, then went into my room. I followed suit.
First, the good news. Thanks to my plan, we've gotten enough ratings to avoid early canning. People loved it when you and Violet were the main ship, but loved it even more after Scarlet kicked off this competition.
I'm glad to hear I get to live another day.
For now, at least. But that can change on a dime, so keep it up. Between those two, do you have a favorite?
Violet. Yeah, I think I had a better connection with Violet right now, you know? I don't know as much as I'd like to about Violet just yet, but I know more than anything that I just want to keep learning more about her.
I had a feeling you'd say that. And you're right to say that.
And I'm right to say that.
Well, we'll see where things go with her. Something tells me you'll get a chance to hang out with her again soon.
Well, I thought I had one more.
Anyway, that's it for today. Keep it up, and who knows? You might just be the first one to make it out of here.
Nightcap. She left my room, closing the door behind her, and not leaving abruptly this time. Guess it's time to turn in for the night. Sometimes the most precious moments are the most mundane. It's just the two of us, spending the evening together in the games room. I'm reading a book and at the same time watching her rage against an opponent in a fighting game. It's fun to watch her savor each victory or explode with profanity when she loses. Life is good. Is it proper like that to capitalize, like when you have 3 dots at the beginning, you capitalize the word right after that?
I think so.
I don't think so. No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
This is what I like to see. This is what I like to see.
I would do the same, but I guess this guy
Okay.
wouldn't.
Either way, life is good. Yep, didn't need to read that. Sometimes in those moments, people wish for more excitement, for fame, for fortune, for anything but the ordinary. All I want is the ordinary with you. Oh, that's her in the fighting game. I love this woman so, dude. I can't lie to you guys. I love Tara so much. I love this woman so much.
Anyone else wake up with the world's worst headache? Tell me about it. What did we even do yesterday?
Honestly, can't remember. Though I did have a dream that we're being chased by someone. Oh, really? And who was that? I think it was Scarlet.
What are the odds of that? I dreamed the same thing.
As did I. She locked us in the library, then shot us to pieces.
Whoa, that's the same dream I had.
What do you think? Made you all dream up that? Either way, it was just a dream.
Huey used mean glare. It's super effective.
Come now, there's no point getting upset at someone at what they did in a dream. And yet, I seem to remember you being there too, Carl.
Oh, wow. What a dream. Oh, man. How am I going to talk my way out of this one? Some way or another, Scarlett and I managed to convince everybody it was a crazy coincidence. At least, I think we did. Violet was skeptical. Naturally, she had every right to be. I mean, everything she dreamed really did happen. Let's hope this wasn't the kind of dream that comes back again, right? I found Kat in the same place she found me yesterday.
Morning, Carl. It's time to decide who's your last
Allie?
soulmate candidate. Oh man, I'm gonna make a killing from today's bet
Wait,
with
you
4.
rigged it. That's rigged like crazy.
Anyway, after you make your choice, it'll be just between the 3 soulmate candidates from here on out.
Oh, wait, just a second. What does...
I thought somebody would ask, so let me explain. If you don't get chosen, we'll make sure the rest of the show is like a tropical getaway for you. You'll still be able to see the other girls and live in the mansion, so really it's no big deal.
Tara did a little fist pump. Dang, Tara, that's cool.
So without further ado, Carl, who's the last unlucky girl?
All right, I'll choose Allie, I think.
We'll make it happen. Let's get the cameras rolling, people. We're in for a bumper ride. Now, be a dear and give us a minute to set up the scene,
How I let Allie talk me into this, I'll never know. Oh no, not the ocean. Why are we so close to the ocean? You sure this is a good idea?
There's only one way to find out, isn't there?
Allie grabbed my hand and pulled me towards the slope of the hill.
Relax, Carl. What's the worst that could happen?
Well, I could die. It'd be too much to ask to be on a TV show that didn't end up with me dead.
Don't worry, I've got you. Oh shit.
Allie slipped on her rollerblades, pulling me down. Okay, yeah, and when you're pulling me down with you, we're going pretty fast. Pulling me down the hill with her. Maybe at breakneck pace.
Maybe you're right. It's like you're a boost, you know.
Yeah, actually, it seems. I tried to step back up on reflex, but it was all I could do to stand up with the rollerblades. Oh fuck. Started rolling down the hill. Faster and faster and faster.
Wait, infinite speed?
Ali was rolling down the hill backwards at full speed. I could see panic in her eyes. I couldn't figure out how to stop. We were going faster and faster. Yeah, Hallie laughed and pointed at me. Wow.
Gosh, your face is priceless. I love it.
Hallie turned around effortlessly and somehow glided next to me without ever having let go of my hand. Because you can't let go of my hand because that's where she's getting all her speed from. Our breakneck pace became slower. So okay, breakneck pace. So that's dang, dude, that's so hard because we're like, oh, the birds were as fast as her. Now she's going breakneck pace again. We still don't know. Like it's still tied. I knew it. We were gliding down the road smoothly. Wind felt so nice.
Now you've got the hang of it.
You've got a funny way of teaching. Haha.
The best way to teach a bird to fly is throwing it off a cliff, no?
Yeah, that's definitely a way of looking at it.
Don't worry about it. You weren't ever in danger.
Have you been rollerblading for a long time?
Nope.
Okay.
I actually just learned how to today.
You know, what was that about never being in danger? You're quite the daredevil, aren't you? You're willing to risk people's lives.
Okay, yeah. Who got pinged? Who's pinging?
Oh my god, I was just about to check.
Man, who's doing that?
I don't know if you're like, that's not any of us. So if you're watching the video, maybe you got pinged.
Oh, yeah. I just said who's pinging for no reason.
Wait. You know what? Cut this in. You need to check your Discord right now. Somebody pinged you.
Yeah, because that's more convincing than them just hearing the ping.
I
was telling them, you gotta check.
Like, oh, I heard that ping from you, the viewer. What gave that away?
She laughed as she slapped me on the back.
You know, you're a pretty quick learner. You picked up rollerblading almost as fast as I did.
Well, I've got a pretty great teacher. Got me a lot. It's a lot of fun to hang out with you, Allie.
Shucks. I feel the same way, Carl. It's great to be around someone willing to go on an adventure. The world's gone crazy. We're all gonna die. You might as well be around people that make life worth living.
Well, I was kind of hoping that's not... I mean, I couldn't say it better myself.
You know, I bet you can't skate backwards.
Ali reversed and started skating backwards as if to taunt. I thought we were on grass now, to be honest. As if to taunt me. Oh, why is
Dry
that?
day.
I just think it's a bit too scary for a person who screams when they start going down a little bump. Oh, I get it now. Okay. I'm Carl, and I can't handle a little bump. Help me. That's what you sound like.
Okay, breakneck speed, okay? Come on. It was a freaking hill.
Yeah.
I felt a fire light inside me. My pride is at stake here. Bring it on, Allie. I can go backwards. I could go, yeah.
Oh, are you sure?
Did I stutter?
Did I
stutter? There comes a time in every person's life where we're taking a stupid bet. Do it, and you're like, dude, I could fish way more than you. I could catch so many fish. It would be easy. Our misplaced confidence and adrenaline. I jumped high into the air.
Well, one, you can die. The other, you will just, I don't know, get hurt.
Yeah, it could really hurt me doing a 360. Let's go for the backflip.
360 rotation, not like.
Let's send it.
I did a backflip. Wait, am I doing a flip or is the world flipping? I'm not sure. And it dawned on me. Oh fuck!
Well, you died.
That punch.
Alright, it's time for week 3.
Oh.
No, I won't let you kill Carl. You're going to wish we had.
What the hell?
You're up. You okay, Carl? Try not to move. You're a little banged up right now, but you'll be fine in just no time.
As long as the hours fly by.
Kat and I treated your injuries pretty well, if I do say so myself.
You know what? I think I'd be doing much better if you called in Scarlet. Maybe get a little bit of that white powder. Maybe that stuff could probably work pretty well. But what happened?
You skated backwards. We're definitely skating quite liberally, huh?
How'd I get here?
I carried you here.
Oh man, my head.
Take it easy. It's only been a few hours since you KO'd yourself. Well, it's sort of my fault, but I made you some food. It should help you get your strength back up quick.
Can Violet make some food instead, maybe?
Yeah, I think we've tried pretty much everyone's food, and it's kind of obvious who should be cooking here. Thanks, Allie. That's really nice of you.
Don't expect something that Violet would make.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not.
All I can promise is that the food is probably healthier than my last suggestion before you knocked yourself out. What?
I guess she's saying that her last suggestion was not healthy.
You mean like physically healthy, not nutritionally.
Yeah, I thought she meant like, yeah, I was offering you food before, and you just did a backflip. What the heck?
Like, hey, do you want the shrimp kebab? Nah, let me just backflip.
I'll get backflip. Just backflip.
Yo, shrimp kebab would get so hard. You like shrimp?
I've never had shrimp.
What? What do
I
you
have. I didn't really like it.
What do you mean you don't like it? Shrimp is not some it. It is not some foreign. It's not fugu. It is not exotic. It's shrimp.
Well, I don't. Okay, how about this? I didn't like shrimp.
Have you had a shrimp, Q?
Yeah,
How do you feel about it?
Yeah, you like shrimp?
it's good.
All right, like
I mean, it's alright, like.
I love
like
shrimp.
fried
It's
rice.
so good.
Shrimp fried rice slaps.
Yeah.
let me shrimp fried this rice.
I took a bite of the food consciously. I'm dying. For a moment, Allie was wide-eyed with shock and horror. Oh yeah, look at your face. Oh man, your face is priceless. I'm just messing with you. The food's delicious. Thanks, Allie. I just figured, I'd get a little payback.
You know, no one forced you to jump, alright?
Okay, well, yeah, but you laughed and slapped me on the shoulder, then ran her hand through my hair and scratched it.
Oh, she gave you scratchies.
I found myself smiling and admiring the blue. I can't. How do you see the blue in her eyes? Her eyes are closed.
I'm looking forward to our next adventure, Carl. Promise
Yeah,
not to
true.
be too stupid again. Like, you hear me? Promise not to be stupid.
I'll try my best, but people can't help but do stupid things to impress a pretty girl.
I guess impressed is what we'll call it.
Okay, well, I thought we spent the rest of the day making fun of each other for how stupid we were being. Somehow, someway, Allie could take the ordinary and turn it into an adventure. Before I knew it, it was nighttime. After today's date, I went out for a short walk outside the mansion.
Oh, hey, Carl.
That's your catchphrase. Hey, Kat, what's up? That's my catchphrase.
Let's not waste any time. I gotta get back to editing, and you know what I want to hear. I know Violet was your favorite till now, but maybe Alia shake things up a bit.
Yeah, she shook things up in my skull pretty well.
Who's number one now?
I was eating Allie's food. I was like, dude, this is so good. If Violet made it, imagine how good that would be. Dang. I would say Violet. I'd say I like Violet the most. I've been counting the days till I can see her again. Because you said it'd be soon.
I mean, it's only like 1, 2. Okay, now we're back.
Yeah. I know it's going to be worth the wait. I can tell.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
It's a day or two, literally. That's definitely going into the broadcast. I couldn't write that much cheese if I tried. Wait, so we're recording these like sessions at night?
I mean, they're at least
so, but she's like
watching everyone.
including almost all of them.
I've got some good news for you then. My plan was a success. Having 3 soulmate candidates has worked magic for our ratings.
That sounds like there's only one real candidate.
Which, of course, means the show will go on.
It's awesome. So I'm safe now?
Just for now, though we're not out of the woods yet. We need to make sure the next stretch of the show rates even higher. It's time for phase 2. Over the next 3 days, you'll go on a second date with each of the girls you've already dated. Just imagine how much higher our ratings would be if our viewers got to see even more of their favorites falling in love. Just imagine that sweet ad revenue rolling in. Think of a 3-hour-long video, but with like 2 hours of ads. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. Sound good to you?
Sounds like a plan to me.
Good, that's what I like to hear.
That's what I like to say.
Tomorrow morning, I'll be asking you who you want to have your first second date with. Put some thought into that. Sometimes the order of content is just as important as the content itself.
That's
ratings.
real. Because, okay, I know I'm going to end on Violet, so... And last time I ended on Yui, we got freaking arrested, so... Will do. Thanks, Cat.
No biggie. I gotta get back to work, so I'll see you later. Night.
I didn't say good night. Wow. I waved goodbye to her as she walked away from the I'm actually surprised, from the mansion. That was heartbreaking. That was so cold of me. I guess it's time to turn in for the night. We borrowed a boat and went for a cruise around the island.
I love the way the wind feels.
Why is that?
Feels like freedom. Can't get enough of it. No cameras, no people, nothing to stop me from...
He pulled me in close and kissed me on the lips. For a moment, time stopped, and we're the only two people that existed.
Doing what I want.
I smiled. Pretty sure we don't need to be all the way out here just for a kiss.
I guess you're right. After all, it's harder if people are watching.
That's not what I meant, but yeah, I guess so. We laughed together as we cruised along till the sun went down. The world was ours. The sound of waves grows louder and louder, threatening to pull me back into reality. Will I know you? Or I'm taken under? Okie dokie.
Wow. You want to end it
They're not
there?
giving us the days though.
Yeah.
That's weird. They're not giving us the
Well, it's because of chapters.
graphic.
But yeah.
Oh. Because it makes sense that they make you play through all the routes, because then you can kind of like, you know, you make all this content, you want them to go through every single route. So it's clever to write into the story like that, actually.
Mhm.
I'll keep pondering my theories on what's going on.